Good morning guys, welcome to a new vlog. I hope you're all doing well. It's currently Saturday. I thought we could spend the weekend together because I really just want to get shit done this weekend. I want to just have a little bit of a reset, ready for autumn. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't remember the last time I did a proper food shop. It's something that I've not been great at since I've been living alone, is like actually cooking for myself, planning meals, doing regular food shops. I feel like because summer was just like such a busy, crazy summer as well, I just haven't been in like a proper routine for what feels like a really long time. And I don't know, I think because I've just felt so unwell the past week, I'm like, wow, I actually need to start looking after myself and prioritizing my health and my well-being and just having like a good solid day-to-day routine for autumn and winter. Quickly just gonna have one of my collagen sachets from Promix. I'm trying really hard to be consistent with things like my collagen and my supplements at the minute. I feel like I just hear so much about collagen and the benefits for like your health and your skin and all of this kind of stuff, and now that I'm 27, I'm like, the skin's not getting any younger. I am a bit of like a newbie with things like collagen, so if anyone has a collagen that they really recommend or that they feel like does a really good job, please let me know, because currently this is the only one that I've tried and I do really like the taste of it. I don't know, I can't tell if it's making like much difference yet. I think I might actually just make a smoothie for breakfast, because I'm not joking when I say the fridge and the cupboards are empty. There is just nothing in there. All I've got is frozen fruit, so it's gonna have to be a smoothie this morning. Been doing a little bit of tidying. I've also somewhat stocked up the fridge. I mean, it's not really like a full restock because I am at my mum and dad's next week for my dad's birthday, so I've kind of just got like a few little bits that'll keep me going for the next couple of days. I think I'm gonna quickly make a matcha because I recently got some matcha and a little matcha kit off Amazon. I'm obsessed with matcha suddenly. Mads has got me on the matcha hype, so I got this matcha on Amazon from OMG Tea. I have some almond milk. I literally didn't have any milk or anything before I did my little shop, so we're gonna make a matcha and I'm very excited about it. I've also got the blueberry syrup, which I did initially get for Mads, but I didn't realize Mads already has this and she basically has like a full bottle, so I've kept this one and oh my god, it is absolutely delicious. I've only attempted to make iced matcha so far and I feel like I kind of prefer it iced anyway. I've got my little bowl, my sieve, the whisk. Kind of just winged this. I'm not really sure if there's supposed to be like proper measurements for it, but I kind of just like chuck it in and hope for the best. I do find that the sieve is important. I've tried just whisking it without sieving it first and it wasn't happening. I actually quite like the process of making a matcha. It feels more, I don't know, romantic than making a coffee for some reason. I guess because there's just like a few more steps to just like what is a coffee machine. Okay, quick little taste test. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I don't know how it took me so long to get on the matcha hype because I'm obsessed with it. I don't really drink like a lot of coffee anymore because I find that I do sometimes get quite bad caffeine crashes with coffee, or just like too much, not even energy, but I sometimes feel like if I have a really strong coffee, it almost makes my mind like too active. I don't know if anyone else finds that, but I feel like I have such an active brain anyway and such like an active mind. Like my inner voice is just always yapping away with itself. And sometimes if I have a coffee, like that is like times 100 and it's actually not enjoyable. Whereas this is like a happy medium because it has a bit of caffeine from what I understand, but it's more like slow releasing caffeine. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning. I think Millie's gonna come round this evening for a bit of a cozy night. I'm gonna cook us some dinner and we're gonna watch the House of the Dragon finale. We've still not finished it. We've seen every other episode together. It was basically like a little Monday tradition that we had on the go for a while. And then we just never watched the final episode. And to be fair, I've not heard great things about the final episode, but still, we need to finish it either way. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plans for this evening. Seeing as though this is the first autumn vlog of the year, I feel like it's only right that we make my favourite cozy meal for dinner. Anyone has any guesses? Place your bets now. I think this recipe could actually be my most viewed TikTok. Like when I posted this on TikTok, it just randomly went so viral. But this is by far my favorite thing to eat in the colder months, and it's so simple. It is literally just tomato soup. But when I say it's just tomato soup, let me actually not do it a disservice, because it is the best tomato soup I have ever had in my whole life. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but it is a bloody good tomato soup. I like to keep this as simple as I possibly can, like minimal ingredients and minimal steps. All I've got from Tesco are some baby tomatoes. It doesn't really matter what tomatoes you get. You're gonna want some full garlic, brown onion, and that is essentially everything that gets roasted in the oven. So all of that goes in a baking tray with some olive oil, salt and pepper. Once it's roasted, it then gets blended with some basil, and I like to use Philadelphia. I don't know if this is maybe like my secret ingredient. I know a lot of people like to use cream with tomato soup, but I just really love using Philadelphia in this because it gives it more of like a cheese and tomato soup feel, but not too cheesy. It's still like creamy. It's not overly cheesy. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Philadelphia makes it what it is. So that is literally the whole recipe for the soup. It's really simple. For me, it is not a soup if you don't also do cheese toasties. So I always like to use sourdough for my toasties. Jason sourdough, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I get the little loaves, I get the bigger loaves, and I've also just got some reduced fat cheese slices. I'm trying to do it somewhat healthy, okay? I'm trying to keep it somewhat healthy. Obviously you can use just like normal cheese and normal Philadelphia or cream if you want to as well. Oh my god, it's so good. I actually like sometimes forget how good it is, and then I have it for the first time and I'm like, wow, that is a meal. And it is so simple, but it is so good. Oh, Halloween. Oh, is it good? So good. I'm just gonna do a quick bit of skincare before bed. This is another thing that I want to prioritize at the minute, is actually sticking to a skincare routine. I have some nights where I'm really good with doing my skincare, and then other nights where I just like get into bed and don't bother, and I feel like I need to be more consistent with it. So I'm just starting with a little bit of micellar water just to cleanse. Still yet to find like a cleanser that doesn't really break me out. I do have a new cleanser actually from Pixie that I might try. This is like the only thing I use really, and I don't know if that's bad to use just micellar and not like a proper cleanser. I've just been listening to Tate McRae's new, is that how you say her name? Tate McRae, I think. Her new song, It's Okay, I'm Okay. I'm not being funny, but the pop girlies are really just like taking over at the minute, and I'm so here for it. Like the new Sabrina Carpenter album, I am obsessed, like obsessed with it. I feel like I have almost like fixations with certain things. So for example, music. Short and Sweet has literally been on repeat since I first listened to it in Ibiza with Rach. I feel like I have a new favorite song every day. Like my favorite songs are just like on rotation on that album at the minute. I really like Taste and Juno. I think Juno could be my favorite song on the album. I think it's so fun. I'm just obsessed. Like all of the new music that we've had this year from like Sabrina, Billie, Taylor, Ariana, no one does it like the girls. But does anyone else get like this? I get like fixated and obsessive about certain things, whether it's like food, music, TV shows. Food wise at the minute, I have a current favourite takeaway and it is like the only thing that I've been eating. I think I literally had it 3 times last week, which is so embarrassing to admit. But this is what I mean when I was saying like I've just not been cooking recently. But my favourite takeaway at the minute is a Thai massaman curry. Oh my god, it is like my favourite thing in the world. I first tried it with Milana a few weeks ago and I've been completely obsessed with it since. And I also do the same with TV. Like, does anyone else just watch the same TV shows or the same films on repeat? Like, I'm sure I saw somewhere that that's actually a sign of mental illness, which is probably about right if I'm going to be completely honest. Well, why is it always like in this bathroom late at night when I start just like word vomiting at you? I don't really know. I feel like it's probably because it gets to like the evenings now as well, and I am finding this now that it's getting darker in the evenings and obviously I live alone. I don't want to say I don't like it because I am actually quite enjoying living alone, but it's just a bit depressing at times, honestly. We're gonna just like romanticize our evenings a little bit more, and our days, our mornings, days, evenings, everything. I'm trying to like make life feel as romantic as possible at the minute because I don't know, I think it's nice to do like loving things for yourself that are kind of like acts of self-care. So I'm gonna quickly shower, and then skincare wise, I'm gonna do a quick 10 minutes with my Silken LED mask because this is something I'm really trying to stick with at the minute because I do see good results. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm gonna carry on A Court of Wings and Brewing. Oh my god, it's getting good. What is it about these books? The first like 200 pages I do enjoy, but they're just not like gripping. I feel like like every single ACOTAR book that I've read so far, the first part is very, I don't want to say very slow, but it is kind of slow. As soon as we get like halfway onwards, it is just pure chaos. Like some of the events that I have read so far, how many pages have I got left? I'm currently on 586, so I think I've literally got just over 100 pages left. Some of the things that have happened in this book, I'm like, how has that only taken up 1 page? I don't know, like there's things that have happened that I'm like, that feels like it's a big deal. That feels like it's more than just a page, 1 page's worth of story. Like compared to all of the start where there's just, I don't want to say nothing going on, but just like a lot of like building up what's gonna like eventually happen. Some of the things I'm like, it's just like, you read it and it's done and I'm like, oh my god, like that felt like quite a big deal to me. I don't know. I put this on my story yesterday on Instagram and so many people have said that I am still yet to cry, so that makes me a bit nervous, but I want to try to finish this tonight if I can. My phone and it is exactly 11:11, which is always a nice sign. Just done a quick Pilates class upstairs because I really want to get into the habit of just like being a little bit more active again and trying to work out every single day if I can, even if it's just like a really soft, gentle workout. I actually love doing Pilates at home. Sometimes I find, because I love doing reformer Pilates as well, but some of the classes that are on YouTube are actually really hard. Like, I actually find them more difficult than some of the reformer classes that I've been to, and obviously it's so easy as well. Currently debating what to have for breakfast. I might actually just have one of my porridge pots. Millie has got me obsessed with these. Every single time we go to Costco, we always get like a tray of these porridges because they're so convenient. You literally just add boiled water to them. One thing that I do really want to get done before the end of the year is decorating the house. I have actually ordered some bits for my bedroom. I've ordered a curtain pole and I've ordered the paint because I finally chose the paint. Sorry, I should probably wait until the kettle has finished boiling to tell you all of this. This cough is still lingering on me. Yeah, I've picked the paint for the bedroom. I've finally made a decision on it. It's taken me months. I really want to try and get as much of the house done as I can before Christmas, just so that Christmas feels a little bit more cozy and the house feels a little bit more put together. The only thing I really need to think about is the room on the middle floor. In fact, let me, whilst my porridge is like doing its thing, because it's literally just got the water in, let me quickly show you what that room is looking like. Freddie is tucked up. I was gonna take him out soon, but it's raining quite heavily. I mean, not that I mind going out in the rain, but I know he does not like going out in the rain. Gosh, excuse me, I feel like I'm still so phlegmy. Wow, this is gonna be this is gonna be very real right now because this room actually looks like a mess. So where do I even put you? Where do I even put you? I don't know. What do we do with this room? Right now it is basically just empty space. Like, there is nothing really going on in here. This green sofa I want to sell because it's not the comfiest of sofas either, so I feel like I could get a better sofa for in here if I was to like still have a sofa. I have all of my cases. I don't know if you can see that. Clothes rack. This is what I mean. This room is literally just basically a dumping ground, and I want it to be a nice room. I can't leave it like this forever. It's quite a big room. It's actually the second biggest bedroom in the house. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of space to like work with. You are like my little shadow. I cannot go anywhere in this house without you following me, and I would have it no other way. But yeah, what are we thinking? I think this sofa needs to go. And I think maybe like, I've seen some people have basically like reading rooms that have like big chunky love seat kind of sofas. It's not like a full sofa, it's just like a massive armchair, and I kind of really like that vibe because I don't think I need like a proper sofa in here, but I do want to make it cozy and get like a decent desk. I mean, I have the desk in the guest room, but I think I might rejig that room a little bit now as well, now that this is kind of like an empty room and I could have a desk in here instead. It's a lot of options, a lot of things to think about. If anyone has any suggestions, send them my way. I also recently picked up two new books that I got. Sorry, this is like turning into a bit of a waffle now. The Courage to Be Disliked. I have seen this everywhere on TikTok, and I'm the kind of person, if you show me something enough and you tell me enough times that I need something or that something's really good and I should read it, I'm gonna read it. So I ordered this after seeing it on TikTok like 101 times. And I also got this book that I saw someone speak about called The 4 Agreements. I'm excited to try those. I also picked up, after reading Icebreaker last year, Wildfire. Oh, I love the smell of a book. I've actually never known him to do this. I've never known him to refuse a walk. I don't know if he like knows it's raining and he doesn't want to go, but I've never seen him refuse a walk. Okay, I have finished the book. I have finally finished it. I can confirm that I did cry. Maybe not at the bit that would be the obvious part to cry. I don't really want to say anything because I don't want to like give any spoilers away for anyone that's still reading it. It was when a certain person showed up that I just did not expect to show up. I don't know, I kind of saw a lot of things come in, but this one specific character, I'd kind of like not forgotten about them, but I was like, well, they've just not been present for a long time. So it was when this one particular character came back into it, I was like, oh my god, the tears were streaming. I heard amazing things about book 5, so I'm very excited to read that. Still not taking Freddie out today. It has rained non-stop the whole day. Like even now it is pouring down outside, and I have to say, I actually love a day at home being cozy when it's raining outside. I am very much here for it. Freddie has literally slept the whole day. He's not wanted to move whatsoever. I've got my electric blanket on, which I think is what has just like sucked him in to sit in here. I'm gonna have to rest this camera. Honestly, since doing the Pilates this morning, like my arms are actually kind of sore. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know it's been very chilled and very like cozy and not tons going on, but I also love these kinds of vlogs in autumn time. And as I said, we're gonna have some decorating vlogs coming up. I might actually vlog next week when I'm at my mum and dad's as well, because I just love being at my mum and dad's. I've not seen them since I got back from Ibiza, and I do just really miss them. I just feel kind of weird now that they're no longer like 5 minutes down the road. I don't know if I'm ever having an evening where I'm just kind of like bored, or I just want to see my mom and dad, I can't exactly just like nip round anymore because they're an hour away. I'm so excited to go and stay next week, so I might vlog that. Speaking of my dad, he has actually just called me and asked me to go and help him at the office, which is why I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. Millie is actually coming back round again tonight, and we're gonna watch House of the Dragon, because we didn't watch it last night in the end. We just ended up yapping the whole night instead. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend yourself. And yeah, if there's any other videos that you want to see, definitely let me know. I'm gonna get going because I'm gonna have to go and help my dad and get ready to see Millie and post this video. So I love you all very much, and I will see you in the next one.